Well, hello, my friends. My name is Victoria, and this is my very first floss tube, and my very first video, for that matter, other than, stupid little things I might share amongst my friends. But anyhow, so of course, a little bit nervous. But anyway, a few things about myself. I have been stitching since 98-ish. My early 20s. I have two dogs. This one here is Harvest. She is what my channel name is kind of named after, Harvest Moon Creations. She's my baby girl. And then he'll probably make an appearance at some point too, but I also have a golden retriever named Tucker. Any noises you hear in the background are probably them, or the fact that I live in an RV. And so that makes for sometimes a little bit more noise going on around. But anyhow, currently sitting in my stitchy spot. And so you can see over here, there it is. That's some of my stitching there. This is my stitching light. And this is where I sit and stitch. But I wanted, ooh, sorry for the shaking. I wanted to come on, and since today is January 2nd, 2024, and I did already get started, I wanted to share my 24 new starts in 2024. I was inspired to start this by Pam from Pam and Steph. Come on, Harvest, quit. And I guess she's gonna be my co-star. She's a bit of a crazy girl. She's a husky mix, and so it's gonna be like cats, only dogs. Anyhow, stop. Anyway, where was I? 24 in 24. 24 new starts in 24. My first new start was yesterday. And I started The Nightingale Berry by Erica Michaels. I was in the Dying to Stitch Berry Club for a few years, and so I have almost 3 years of these that I need to stitch. So you'll see a lot of these this year if I continue to make these videos. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, obviously it would have been a blank piece of linen, but I did get to start it last night, and this is where I got to. It is just the kit what comes for, which I believe is R&R Reproductions, which Dying to Stitch dyes. That's their fabrics. And for her berries in the Berry Club, they have like specially made, it's called Berry Brew, and so that's what the fabric is. And the fibers are Weeks Dye Works. Whatever they're called for are in the chart. Actually, I can show you those. I have those right here. Weeks Dye Works. Let's see. Oh, I guess that's not very helpful anymore. I'm gonna laugh at myself a lot, people. I do that. Anyhow, this is a project bag that I made a few years ago. 2019, probably. I think 2019 was the first year I did Mania. I made project bags for all of my Mania starts. So it's just a cute little flamingo print with a pink something background. So there's start number 1. They're all over here to the right. So as you can imagine, living in an RV, I don't have much room. I have like 300 square feet. So basically my living room is my kitchen. I took out the dining room. I actually renovated. I bought a used RV and renovated, ripped basically all of the flooring and stuff out. I left the cabinets. I just repainted them. Someday I'll give you a tour. But anyway, so I'm sure you can hear the dogs chewing on their bones. I'm so sorry for that. But anyway, start number 2 in this cute little Snoopy bag this is January. Start number 2 is going to be, and of course I didn't take anything out of bags prior to this, so it's going to be hands-on designs, swans and maids. I haven't done any of the other patterns, but in October 2019 I went on a retreat in Virginia, Northern Virginia, and it was in a I think it's a courtyard area. Anyway, there were swans in the hotel, and so this was kind of what I chose to remember that by. But anyway, so the called for fabric for this is Aztec Red Gingham, which I loved, but I just couldn't get my hands on any. So I got instead, oh, what did I just drop? Oh well. I got Christmas Red Jobelin. And the called for, I'm never ever going to be prepared for these guys, just be forewarned. It's going to be kind of fly by the seat of my pants all the time, because that's just how I roll. So we have the Christmas Red Jobelin, and then we have one DMC, and then these are all of the other called for colors. Such a pretty palette. I love it. And that's a bag, just a black polka in the back. Another one I made. I also like to mark mine with these little key tags where I put the name of the pattern in it. So when they're all sitting in a bucket, I don't have to yank them all out to find out what's going on. Now, next, this will be February. I'm going to do my starts January, starting in January, of course. Yesterday was January. The whole month is January. Anyway, the 1st and the 15th of every month is when I'm going to do my starts. This one is another project bag I made. This is in the style that Vanna Pfeiffer, I watched a tutorial of hers. And this is just some Dr. Seuss fabric because I am a child at heart still. And some fun little, probably Christmas star fabric, but I loved it. So anyway, what is in here? I don't even know. Oh, it's a DesignWorks kit. It is called Oh Holy Night, and it's basically a Christmas alphabet. So this will probably take me a while to stitch, but I started stitching in the late 90s, so I have a lot of kits. I collected kits in the late 90s, early 200s with the intentions of starting all the things, because I'm one of those people, like many of us are, that we find a hobby that we really like and we dive in head first. Not even feet first, just head first. Gotta have all the stuff. That would be me. Anyway, so I'm going to stitch that on the supplied 14 count Aida, and this, at least it comes on a card. This big jumble of kit threads. Fun stuff. Anyway, so there's that. That's going to be February 1. And how I came up with when I'm going to start things is I just did a wheel. I can't remember if it was Tiny Decisions or whatever the other one is now. I'm losing my memory already. Anyway, I made a wheel. I spun it. And the order that it picked them was the order I put them down, and that's the order I'll start them. So next, in cheapo Walmart project bag, Walmart, Amazon, cheapo Amazon bag. We have Enjoy the Ride Dimensions kit, and that will be on the supplied 14 count Aida with the threads. And this one actually comes with a hoop. I probably won't use the hoop to stitch it, but I will finish it in the hoop. Next we have another Amazon project bag. This one is a Dimensions Gold Petites kit. See you later, Moon. This is, let me take it out because there's such a glare. This is Twilight Angel. Again, another one I've had for quite a while. She's just a little 5x7, I think. Great, now they're gonna play. They lay around all day, and then when I decide to do something, they're going to play, which means Harvest is going to start getting loud and bumping my table. So anyway, this is on Dove Gray 14 count Aida. And, oh, this is one of these wonderful ones that I'm going to have to separate. Fun stuff. It does come with the charms and the beads, though, so that's kind of nice. Okay, so there's that. You hear what sounds like a dog fight in the background, don't be alarmed. Harvest is vocal. It's that husky again. If it gets too loud, I'll just have to refilm. Okay, next new start in my Muppets project bag. I used to love the Muppets as a kid. I'm a Gen Xer. Alright, let's see. This is a Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and of course I have it ready to stitch, not show. So let me find the picture of the pattern. There it is. I keep them in page protectors so that I can just, and the pattern's on this side, so that I can just keep it in that and stitch right from that. But anyway, this is Which Better? These are so cute. I've done so many of these already, and I have most of them. And so there'll be a lot of these you'll be seeing too. If you follow me on Instagram or don't even put that back in there, Victoria. Just stick it back in the bag. Anyway, so I will be stitching this on a piece of, oh, okay. This is a piece of 18 count Aida that I hand dyed. during COVID, or maybe, oh no, it was before COVID. I actually stopped stitching for a little while during COVID. I never actually stopped working. I had a job where there weren't very many people in the office anyway, and I don't know. I never stopped working. So I didn't get that nice stay-at-home period. But anyway, I digress. Might have even been 2018. I tried dyeing some fabric myself. And at the time I was primarily stitching on Aida. So most of it's Aida. But anyway, I've since branched out into even weaves, and I'm just starting my foray into linens because I have all this Aida, so I've been trying to use it. And then it's called for DMC colors. And so the background of that bag is a green check. Sorry if I did any of the chart. Alright, next up. This is another project bag by me. This one has the same pink inside that one at, oh, I can't show you that because that's the chart. Hang on. That one of the other project bags, I just showed that to. So anyway, this is a Dolly Mamas kit from 2006. These were adorable. I have a couple more of these. There's one more that I don't have, so I have my eyes out. I have like a saved search on eBay in case I ever come up with it. It's the All I Want for Christmas is a Nap, is what she says. I don't know what the actual name of the chart is. Oh, hey, that's my feed the dog alarm. Anyway, this is on the kit 14 count Aida and the kit floss, and that should be super duper fun. I can't wait. Thankfully a lot of these are small kits. Next I have had this fabric forever. Actually, I think it was my mom's before it came to me. She liked everything nautical, and this reminded me of Swedish Fish, so I kept it. This project bag has a big pink polka. This project is Stitching by the... I'll get used to this some point. Stitching by the Sea pin cushion. No. Let me put it over. I'll get used to this at some point. Stitching by the Sea pin cushion. That's it. Right there. Jeanette Douglas. I'm so excited to stitch this. I've had this in my stash since... I've had all of these in my stash since before COVID. Anyway. Let's try that again. This is Stitching by the Sea Pincushion by Jeanette Douglas. I've had all of these patterns, well, not all of them, but most of them in my stash since before COVID. I'm going to stitch this on, I think this is called for sand Belfast linen. I got a 1, 2, 3 stitch, if that matters, but it's pretty. It might be one of my favorite colors, but anyway. And then here's the flosses. They're Weeks and Gassed and a few, oh, they're all gassed. Oh no, there is a Classic Colorworks in there too. But anyway, there's the, oh, it's so pretty, such a pretty floss combo. Oh, that purple go. That purple is so pretty. So pretty. So there's that. Can't wait to get stitching on that. And I think that's going to be spring, early summer stitching. It'll be Easter. Yeah, that would be nice. Get a day off at Easter. Anyway, so there's that. Next up is another dimensions kit. This is Live Simply. So yeah, this is kind of my goal this year. Of course, you know, I have the cross stitch stash that most of us have, so that's not really living simply. But anyway, that's on the kit Ada with the kit flosses that I have already sorted out. How wonderful of my past self. I mean, because this kit was from 2004. Fun stuff. All right, next up. Oh, this is in a project bag that I got off of Etsy. It is from, oh, all kinds of pieces to this one. From Creations by Mary Rose. Oh, I'm losing things. If I haven't said it already, I love dogs. I have 2 in this tiny little space. And they're not little dogs. They're 60-pound babies. Anyway, so I have this cute little project bag. She was out of the bigger ones, so I really wanted it though. So I opted for the little one because I do have some smaller projects. And this is one of them. So this is a dimensions kit called, it's not called Daydream, it's called Butterfly Fantasy. But anyway, it's stitched on this clear plastic canvas, so that should be fun. This is the color palette. Past me sorted that out for myself at some point. Hooray for me. Anyway, and then it comes with a little Daydream thing. And the wire, a needle, and I think there's a piece of thread in there too. I mean, a piece of ribbon. Anyway, so there's that. That shouldn't take long. That should maybe be a couple week at the most. Who knows? Okay, then next, this project bag is another one that I made. The inside is this cute pink swirly pattern with silver butterflies. Anyway, it's another berry. And my I didn't take them out of the packaging when I put them in the bags. But anyway, this one is blackberries. Again, it's on the Dying to Stitch Berry Club a couple years ago. It's on R&R Berry Brew with Weeks Dye Works. These are the colors. Just a couple threads of that, and then these 2 weeks. So pretty. And then, so the kits, the Dying Stitch kits, also come with all the finishing materials as well. This is the wool for the top, and then this is the ribbon and the pin. So pretty. I wish I didn't have to stop getting the kits, but I already had 9 of them that I had not stitched yet. And so I was running out of room to store things. So I will just have to wait, because there were some good berries too this year, so I have to wait for those to come out at some point. Okay, next, in this beautiful Simplicity Lady fabric, this project bag I got on Etsy, and of course I don't think I know off the top of my head where this one was from. I have it written down somewhere, but anyway, this will be hands-on designs. Love my stitching. And then I will make my own project bag. I'm going to do it with the called for threads, which are, well, I'm doing it in DMC. And I'm going to do it on the Monaco. There's that. Next up, another project bag I made. This one has kind of Easter vibes. It's got kind of a green inside. Here we have another Dolly Mama chart. This one is, where's the name on it? Oh, Santa Define Naughty. These girls are just so cheeky. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then that will be on the, just drop the needle, the Kit Ada with the supplied. Hold please. Had to pick that up. I don't want the dog stepping on it. Oh. Let's just edit that out because I just totally flashed the chart. Do we stop? Still going? I guess it is. Alright. Next is Amazon. We have another Dimensions kit. This is Mariner's Light. Another little 5x7. Dang, why can I not hold anything straight? It's a gold collection. Petites. But super cute. This one I feel like I've had even longer. What's the date on this one? Oh yeah, 1998. I have a very nautical background, so some of this is going to be on the kit 18 count Ada with the kit flosses, which are in a baggie for some reason. I still have to sort those. Yay. Okay, next. Ooh, this is going to be one that's going to be a whip for a while. This is in a Little Boat 88 project bag I got on Etsy. Let me try not to show you the chart. But this is a cute little polka background, and it also... I think I got this from her. Can't remember because I did get a couple of these from another shop, but this is the same pattern. So this may have been part of the thing. I don't know. Anyway, Stony Creek, Light of Christmas. I am super excited to do this, but also a little bit apprehensive because it is on black. I want to say it's Jobelin, but I could be wrong. I don't know where it says. Let me look. Hold, please. As everybody says. Oh, it's Black Jubilee. 28 count, though. Thank you, Jesus. Because I don't know if I could have done. And it's definitely going to need a piece of paper in my lap. Stitching. Because I can stitch on black Ada. No problem. But I don't know about even weave. Or linen. Again, that is Stony Creek, Light of Christmas. I have had this kit probably since the late 90s. Before I ever thought about stitching on linen of any sort. Okay, next up, this is another Dimensions kit. Let's see. Is there a tag in this? I think she's Ragtag. I love her bags. I love them. I have a couple. I think it's Ragtag. Quilts or Ragtag. It's Ragtag something. Anyway, this is a ginormous Dimensions kit. This is called Country Mill. I think this is one of the first kits I bought. I grew up in New England, and I was still living in New England when I bought this. I was living in Connecticut near Mystic, and there used to be a cross-stitch shop in the Mystic Village. Couldn't tell you what it was called now, but there used to be a cross-stitch shop in there, and they had all kinds of kits. I may have even gotten that Stony Creek kit there, but I doubt it because I think that might be older. This kit's from 1996, so yeah, there's that. But anyway, so that country mill is very reminiscent of the area that I grew up in. I was born and raised in Rhode Island, and I now live in Virginia. But, oh, don't forget, it is stitched on, where did I put the fabric? Oh, it's stitched on a Dove Gray Aida with all of these beautiful DMC-ish threads that I just want to pet. Just want to pet them. They're so pretty. I imagine that's going to take me forever to stitch. Okay, so there's that. And this I actually just kitted up recently. This I believe is a 31 bag. Yes, it is. But this is the entire collection of hands-on design. What is this called? White Christmas ornaments. And so there is Tree Farm. There is Cut and Carry. There is Zinc House Row. Noel. Why does that one feel thicker than the others? Luminaria Lane. Christmas Eve. Reindeer Games. North Pole Trading Company. And Deer Tier. I want to stitch these so bad. So I was so excited when this got picked, because I have a kit wheel that is probably at least 50 projects long. I'm going to stitch them on the called for, well, some of them are called for one color. Some of them are called for Weeks Dye Works Straw, and the others are called for, okay, maybe they're all straw, and I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of the little sheep virtues. They're called for two different fabrics. This is Weeks Dye Works Straw. So pretty. And I have the called for Classic Colorworks. These are all the called for threads. Because I like them just as she designed them. So I'm going for that. Going for that aesthetic. And I managed to, I went on Benzie Design, what's the name of the place? Benzie, hang on. Benzie Designs. They sell wool, felt, and other wool felted items. If you knock my camera, I'm gonna be so mad. Anywho, and I got the little pom-poms for the top. Now, I have many little pom-poms for the top, so I will probably come up with something else to do with them, like another string for the tree or something, string them with something. I don't know, but I love this color. This is one of my favorite colors. Harvest. She was sniffing at the kitchen counter. Whew, you got some funky breath, girl. Anywho, that is my White Christmas. Next, we have another Amazon project bag, which means this is probably a kit. And it is. This is, ooh, the counterpart to the Butterfly Fantasy. This is Dragonfly Fantasy. So it is stitched on the same clear plastic, I think it's 14 count canvas. It has the piece to make the, can you see that? The piece to make the hanger. All the threads that I have pre-sorted. Bought these little, these things on Amazon. Oh gosh. 5 or 6 years ago now. To sort out all the flosses from all these old kits I had that just had the big hanks of floss that, you know, you have to wait for a nice good sunny day to get them sorted correctly. And let's see what else. A few more to go here. Okay, I cannot find in my Etsy history where I bought this project bag from. But this project bag, this was the first bag I bought. The first bag I ever bought. And I saw it and I loved it. And I'm take everything out of it so you can see it. Because I love it. I love it so much. And I don't know where I got it from. I went back through my history and I can't find it. So it's way back in my history apparently. But I'm also a planner nerd, so I used to buy a lot of stickers. So anyway, it says, "Feed me and tell me I'm pretty." I love it. I love it so much. This bear cracks me up. And there was a whole line of the fabric. I don't even know whose line it was, but they were all animals and sunglasses, and a lot of the panels had a little quote of some sort on them. But that was my favorite one because I like food. I don't care if you tell me I'm pretty, but I like food. So yes, please feed me. It's the weight of my heart. And this is another Erica Michaels berry. This is the second that I'm showing you. I don't know where it falls in the releases of them. Of the what did she call these? She's given each one of them, each like year of them it's the Berry Patch Berry. So this is raspberries. You saw blackberries, I believe, and I think the other one was blueberries. And those made up the Berry Patch Berries. You'll probably see my blueberries at some other point because I think it's in my Stitch Mania. I'm not positive. I do a lot of wheel spinning to determine what projects I'm gonna start because I have so many and I have to pick. I just get overwhelmed and then I can't do it. So anyway, I digress again. Raspberries. And again, on the Berry Brew linen with the, well, here's the finishing items, but also the colors are 2 red weeks, and then this is just the miscellaneous. So those are the colors. These things will go so quickly. I mean, that Nightingale one that I showed you first, I started that last night. And it's probably half done, if not more than half. So anyway. Okay, next up. So I'm not a huge Disney fan, but like I said before, I have a maritime background, and my favorite is Steamboat Willie. So when I found this fabric, I had to make this project bag. So my maritime background is I went to college for nautical science. I went to Maine Maritime Academy and had when I graduated, I had a Coast Guard license. And I never actually shipped out, but I did work on ferry boats for a while. I worked on ferry boats back home in Connecticut, from New London to Orient Point, Long Island. I did that 4 or 5 years. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good job. But I stopped enjoying being on the water, and I never wanted to be there. So that's when I quit. Anyway, this is let me show you the pattern first. Okay, it's another Frosted Pumpkin stitchery, and this one is, I'm not sure. Oh, Waves Galore. I can't wait to stitch this one. I know this one I can stitch this in 2 weeks, because this past year I attempted to do Whip Go. I only did really good in November and December, but part of that is because I was refurbishing this and moving into it, and so yeah, there's all that. I didn't have time for stitching then. These are the colors. DMC. Hopefully I didn't just show you the pattern again. And I'm going to be stitching it on a piece of Fiddler's, 18 count Fiddler's Ada. Apparently I bought a roll of that somewhere, because I stitch a lot of stuff on it. I really like, if I'm going to be stitching on Ada, I really enjoy the 18 count. Next. Oh, this video is actually going to be longer than I anticipated. Thought I was going to be like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Anyway, another kit. This one is not quite so old. I don't know the date on it, but anyway, it's a Nicole Studio. I mean, a Stitch Studio by Nicole. Welcome Anchor. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby, or if it wasn't Hobby Lobby, I got it at AC Moore before they closed. I think it might have been AC Moore. And it's going on the white Ada, unless I change my mind at some point, but probably not, because I don't want to have all this extra white Ada and the supplied threads. And so there's Welcome Anchor. Next up, another Amazon bag, another kit, another old kit. It's another Dimensions Gold. This one is Sanctuary Shells. So one of the reasons behind this kit, other than it's pretty, but so some more background on me. When I left New England, Connecticut, Rhode Island area, and moved to Virginia, I moved for a change of career. I decided to go back to school at 30-something and get my degree, my associate's in massage. And so I think I was early 30s. Might have been like 32. Anyway, so I could have stayed in Connecticut and got my degree up there, but my parents were here and they were starting to age, and I had asked them, I missed them, you know. I asked them, anyway, I found a school down here. So I moved down here. And I thought I would stitch this to go in my massage room. Fast forward 17 years later, I am no longer a massage therapist. It's very taxing on the body. Still have the knowledge, no longer have the certification. Next up, in a Black Cat Stitchery bag, Black Cat Stitchery bag. This is just the cutest bag ever. I love it. Anyway, so this is a freebie from Aurifil. It's the little Quaker Halloween. I don't stitch a lot of Halloween, but this one's cute. And then floss, and I think that's 14 count Ada. It was kitted for me, so I'm just going to go with that. And then last but not least, this is another Vana style bag that I made. This one has a pink gingham. I did not put a closure on my bags because I didn't want Velcro getting, my threads getting caught in the Velcro. They fold over, like mine for the most part fold over, even like there's part of the thing is folded over, so even if I'm like holding it this way, stuff is not falling out. And in here I have a imaginating chart called Gather Here with Grateful Hearts. I fell in love with this when I saw this, and I am so excited I'm finally going to get to start stitching it. Not that I couldn't have all this time, just there's just so much else to stitch. So many things. So many things. Is that you making that noise? Anyway, so I'm going to stitch that on 18 count white Ada because I lack imagination. And I have all the pretty DMC colors that go with it. Oh, my precious. Just want to pet them. They're all my precious. Oh, I dropped one. I guess they're not that precious. Anyway, yeah. So that is Gather Here with Grateful Hearts. And so there it is. There's my 24 new starts in 2024. Yeah. My first video. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure I'm going to learn how to edit before I get this uploaded too. So even though this is January 2nd, it may not go up for a couple days. Anyway, I guess I better feed these guys. It's already a half an hour past their dinner time. I really didn't expect it to take this long. Anyway, thank you again for watching my little video. And I hope to add more. Really, it's more about the journey for me. Yeah. I imagine I'm old and, as my mom would say, old and doty. And can you stop? And, you know, I'm in my dementia years. You know, I can watch these videos back and be like, oh, look at that young whippersnapper and all those wonderful things she stitches on. As I'm seeing them hung up around the walls. Anyway, thank you again. I don't know how to end. Maybe I'll think of something and add something in. I don't know. But anyway, good night, my friends. Have a blessed day.